A woman turns off the shower with her foot. Enjoying the pleasure of a bath while listening to music, little did she know, a cute little worm had already crawled into the tub. Mischievously, it wriggled its body, slowly approaching the beauty before its eyes. As the woman screamed in surprise, it immediately jumped from her back into her mouth. The passionate worm engaged in a French kiss with its partner. However, the woman had just gotten a manicure, so she mustered all her strength and pulled the worm out. Seeing it still so lustful, the woman grabbed her curling iron and with a powerful strike, sent the worm straight to hell. She hurriedly ran out of the bathroom, only to find that her mother had already been conquered by the worms. Just as the woman was about to break down, a scream suddenly came from her sister upstairs. At the same time, the worms began invading the second floor. She immediately smashed open the door, but it was already too late. Both sisters began to struggle in agony. The woman had nowhere to retreat, so she could only climb onto the roof. However, the exterior walls were also crawling with worms. In this urgent situation, she jumped directly from the roof in a panic. Crawling on the ground, the woman had no time to recover. Before she saw that her father had also lost his life, the worms behind her began to chase again. So the woman immediately ran towards the car in the yard, only to find that she didn't have the keys. Fortunately, the worms couldn't penetrate steel. When the crisis ended, the woman was shocked to see her family slowly walking towards her. Unfortunately, their brains had all been occupied by the worms. That night, all the town's residents turned into zombies, and the source of all this was actually an affair. To punish the cheating man, God let insects invade his brain. Who knew these simple insects, upon exposure to pornographic knowledge, would quickly mutate and occupy the man's body? Afterward, they indulged in their greed, even peeping on beautiful women taking baths. At first, they could still control their desires, but in the end, they still found the host's lover and completely released their dark desires. So this story tells us not to listen to music while taking a bath. Otherwise, the steam can easily damage electronic devices.